Hello and welcome to the Tuesday Tell-All. My name is Bobby Fazio. This is Driver Interviews with Bobby Fazio. I'm in Pennsylvania today because I'm getting ready for a race this weekend. That's why you don't see my normal background right now. I'm here at the Fazio compound, Bob Fazio Sr.'s house, and we had some work to do on the cars, and we got to get, loaded up, packed up for this weekend's big race. So that's where I'm at. That's why you hear me through the old laptop microphone, and it's going to be roughing it tonight. I'm trying to figure out why my hair always looks like I just woke up. So something I got to work on here. But I see a lot of comments already flying in. Good to see everybody. It is Tuesday, July 2nd. Already we're in the July. 4th of July this weekend. Everybody, hope you all have a happy 4th of July, right? The info's hot. The beer is cold. Welcome, racers. That's right, Bruce Fulper. Walt Walker, let's go. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. What's up, Darian Houston? How you doing? Darian Houston. Saw him at that stick shift nationals. What a race. I'm telling you, what an event. I've been posting videos from it, and they are getting a lot of views. A lot more views than I've been getting on my stock and super stock videos lately, so I might just have to go do something else. Tom Gent, what's going on? Tuning in from Mooresville, North Carolina. Good to see you. George Wright, great job this weekend, George, in that Mustang. From the Motor City. Way to go, man. And George has a video posted on YouTube. You can all check out. Kind of summarizes his weekend there at Norwalk at the Summit Motorsports Park. What hair? Yeah, right. Yeah, it's going back. It used to be down here when I was in college. It keeps going back and back. Pete, what's going on? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Scott Cott, hello to the Fazio compound from the Cott compound in Michigan. What hair? Oh, God, burn. 2 people in a row. I used to have a beautiful thick head of hair. Now I sound like my grandfather. Oh, man. Steve Cowan, listening from Australia. Awesome. Thanks for joining, Steve. I really appreciate that. I have no idea what time it is in Australia right now, but I'd like to know. Terry Nolan from Hendersonville, Tennessee. Losing the hair and getting gray here. Look at this gray. Where the hell is this coming from? I never knew that was going to happen. Come on. At least not this early in the game. But I did have a birthday a couple days ago, and I just turned 41. So I guess, I don't know, 40s. Did any of you guys start getting a little gray in your 40s? Nick Ryder's listening. How you doing, Nick? I don't want to have to race Nick Ryder anymore. Soon you'll have a comb over like a comb over like Big Ern McCracken. That's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to hide the receding hairline. If you haven't seen Kingpin, you got to watch the movie Kingpin. Okay, from like 1996-ish with Bill Murray and Woody Harrelson. What's going on, Dennis Chapman? How you doing? Happy gray equals distinguished. Absolutely. The more gray I get, the smarter I feel like I'm getting, too. Australia time, Paleolithic era. Oh, God. Welcome to the aging process. I'm telling you. I just thought that was stuff old people told me about, right? I mean, come on. You hear these things when you're growing up. Your grandparents are telling you, oh, it goes fast. Oh, stay young, blah, blah, blah. And you're just like, that is so far away. I'm not even thinking about it. Now it's actually happening. It's so weird to me. Yep. Randy Logie, what's going on? Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Randy Logie had a nice big announcement on Class Racer today that we're going to get to in a couple minutes. Brett Steven, what's going on, Brett Steven? How you doing? Good evening. Brett's on the West Coast as well, I believe. Randy Logie's on the West Coast. And Steve Cowan, it's 10:30 Wednesday morning in Australia. All right. Wednesday morning there. It's Tuesday night here. Who needs a time machine when you can just do that? 41. I got underwear older than that. All right. Yeah. That's pretty funny. I remember hearing that when I told people I was like 25. Emmett Morris, how you doing, buddy? And thank you very much for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. What's going on, Michael Borst? How you doing? Saw Mike down in Virginia. All right, driverinterviews.com is my website. We get a lot of YouTube subscribers. Let's get to 5,000. We're almost there, right? So hit that like and subscribe button and share it, if you will. At Driver Interviews is where you can find me on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And hashtag the car show, right? Keep using hashtag the car show for all your stock and super stock pictures, okay? Stan and Sheila Holt couldn't do this without them. Lupe Tortilla, they present to you every week the Tuesday Tell-All. They got a chili mango margarita and a watermelon mint margarita going on right now at the original Lupe Tortilla down there in Houston, Texas, all right? Check them out if you're in Texas, Houston, San Antonio, Austin, and Dallas locations. But the original is in Houston. That's the one that Stan, our super stock Stan the man, founded that one back in 1983, the same year that this guy was born. So 1983, probably one of the greatest years ever. All right. I wish I could have enjoyed the 80s. I wish I was old enough to. Draginsights.com. Check out your stats, guys. Check out your averages. Check out your strengths and weaknesses. And also, don't forget, Drag Insights, along with some crowdfunders, is going to bring you the Stock and Superstock National Records in the National Dragster magazine coming this issue in July. So be on the lookout for them. It's going to be in there in July, and it's going to be in there again in December. So I've been going back and forth with NHRA all week, making sure the records are accurate. I am trying to include all the info, the car, make, model, engine combination. I want people to know what's actually in the car, especially if it's like a GT Superstocker or a modified car. I want people to know what engine combination set that record, all right? But we couldn't do that without Drag Insights, and if you are a premium member, you are also eligible for contingency. So get on draginsights.com and at least sign up for a free membership, and if you want to go premium, get the premium membership. Also, insure your race cars, right? Don Kennedy Race Car Insurance. All the policies are written through Haggerty Insurance, 602-284-6240, or 1donkennedy@gmail.com. All right. And if you want to save some money on fuel, they just bumped the fuel up 20 cents a gallon in Jersey, where I live. It was $3.27 yesterday. Of course, stupid me. I didn't put any fuel in the car yesterday. Let me wait till today. Well, now it's $3.49. So, yeah. We went up a nice little chunk there. And same thing in Pennsylvania. It's even more here. So Fuel Factor X, I was getting 9.2 miles to the gallon out of my V10 Class C 2003 Winnebago Mini, loaded up and towing my stocker to and from Virginia with the air conditioner running every step of the way because it was 97 degrees that whole weekend. So I'm telling you, this stuff, it works. Link is in the show notes there if you want to purchase some for yourself. Kenwood Welding and Metallizing, that's Tom Baker. Tom Baker hopefully has some more Kingpin quotes for us for the rest of the show, right? Tom, don't go anywhere. Double O Green Hand Cleaner. This is Ashton Hudson, Comp Eliminator Racer. Ambi Ampersand Soap. AmbiAmpersand.com is the website. That's a contingency sponsor as well on the divisional level. So check that out. You can get it on Amazon.com as well. And PontiacEngines.com. That's Bruce Fulper, Mr. 428 cubic inch Pontiac engine builder, super stock and stock eliminator aficionado. All right. Thank you for your support there, Bruce. Let's see. We got him coming in. Mark Sargenti, Randy Quaid. Randy Quaid is in Kingpin. Yes, he's the Amish guy. That's right. Good call, Mark. $4.97 or $4.97 for regular in SoCal. $4.97. So California. What a state. All right, Warren Monteith, good evening. How you doing? I want to give a shout out to one of his model replica customers. That's Jeff Donut on the Superstock win at Norwalk. How nice was Jeff's car looking, man? That is a beautiful 98 Firebird, and he was doing some nice wheelies. I like when big cars that do big wheelies are in the final because that means it's going to be on TV for everybody to see. I wonder how many cars will be trying to make the Hemi shootout at Indy. My guess is 20 to 25. Let's hope so. It's got new sponsors this year, so I think it'll be a great deal. And then we got another Hemi shootout down in Belrose at the end of the year. Can you use Fuel Factor X in diesels? Yes, you can. Diesel and gas engines. You can use it in cars, trucks, motorcycles, generators if you want. I try to get my best bang for the buck. I think the motorhome is the best thing to run it in, or any tow vehicle for that matter. All right, we got some birthdays in the house from the Drag Insights homepage. Bob Albert, June 26th. Happy birthday. That's my anniversary. June 26th. That's a big day. Gary Lucier or Lucier. That's June 27th. Happy birthday, Gary. All right. I was June 29th. Happy birthday, me. 41. Scott Lang was June 30th. Happy birthday, Scott Lang. Division I racer, I believe. And Dave Lindsay, Division II racer, July 1st. Happy birthday, Dave Lindsay. All right. Those are on the Drag Insights homepage there. You can check that out along with the Master Racing calendar. $8 a gallon in Australia. Woo! Has been for a while. Not getting cheaper. Oh my goodness. How is that possible? Huge shout out to the grumpy old man, Jeff Donut. Jeff owns Norwalk 2024, owns the bowl and ice cream scoop. Oh man, you get that nice, metal like trophy ice cream scooper as a bonus trophy in addition to your Wally. Gotta love it. Vic Gilmino's in the house. How you doing, Vic? I don't want to race Vic anymore either. Jeez. We were the only two old Mustangs at Virginia, and we had to race each other. What's up with that crap? All right, we got to get Vic on the camera too. He's got a lot of experience. Vic tells me he was racing back when there was a flagman. Actually, I think Vic said he was a flagman one time. So that means Vic was racing in the '60s, I guess, because I don't know what year they started doing the tree. What year they start doing the Christmas tree? Anybody here can tell me that? What's that, like mid '60s, like 60, 64, somewhere around there? Somebody let me know. Interested in knowing that. All right, we got some terrible news. Lizzie Musey, 33 years old. Okay, I thought she was doing better, to be honest with you. I saw her posting a lot on Facebook. I was hoping maybe remission was on the horizon here, but at the tender age of 33, Lizzie Musey succumbs to breast cancer. Unfortunate. When you see rest in peace and you see that the person was born in 1991, I'm like, it can't be. Right? Can't be. But that's terrible news. Very sorry to her father, Pat Musey, put out a statement, and I can't imagine what he's going through right now to lose his daughter, who was young. She was a pretty successful racer in her own right, and what did she do? No prep racing and a social media influencer. I guess you could say she had hundreds of thousands of followers as well. So rest in peace, Lizzie Musey. Terrible news there. We got John Force is still in ICU as far as I can see. I haven't really seen any updates the last 2 days, but he's responding a little bit more, and he's doing worse. I mean, I thought he was responsive. They showed a video of him after the crash. He was awake. He was alert, it looked like. But I guess after they got him to the hospital, he had a traumatic brain injury that was probably working its way in. And it took a little while there for him to start responding to nurses from what I was reading. And now he's talking to his family. He knows all of his kids' names and his family members' names and whatnot. So he is getting better. But this could be a long recovery for John Force. And it's a shame because I know he kind of had one foot out the door. Like, I don't even think he really wants to race anymore. I think he'd rather just be team owner, sponsor hunter, the boss man, let somebody else handle the driving. He's 75 years old. And then this happens. Okay. At that age, I don't think it's, not what he was, definitely wasn't planning on that. Right. So 1963, Bruce Fulper. All right. That's when they started with the Christmas tree in 63. There you go. There's a rhyme for you to remember that for the rest of your life. Vic started at York in 1960. Wow. So I'm guessing he was probably about 16 years old, Vic, at that time. So I'm sure Vic's got a lot of good stories we can get him going on here. All right, we got another weird and sad incident here. Okay, so Greg Luniak passed away about a month or two ago, West Coast legend. And his wife, Verna, his widow, Verna Luniak, has been involved in a serious car crash, auto accident, and she's in the hospital. So we need some prayers for her. That's very unfortunate. I did read most recently that she is getting a little better now also. So that's good news. But just, oh my God, that's sad. That's very sad. And I hope that she gets better. Okay. So Verna Luniak, we're thinking of you and hope you are doing okay. All right. Big announcement here. Randy Logie was in the house a couple minutes ago, and I know he made the announcement on Class Racer. There will be no AHFS in effect at the U.S. Nationals this year. All right, so for anybody that wants to go really fast at Indy, you are able to do that. 75, not too old for a class racer, right? Nope, that's young for a class racer. It's a little old for a nitro funny car racer, though. That's all I'm saying. All right, no AHFS at Indy. Let me know what you guys think of that. I know it makes a lot of people happy, and it makes a lot of people unhappy. I don't know what the car count is when it's off versus when it's on, but I'd be interested to know if it has a real effect. I know some people didn't come when it was on because they want to go fast and they couldn't do it. And then some people don't go when it's off because they can go like 9 under, but when it's off, 9 under might not be good enough to get in the show, so they don't come. So I don't know. I would still go and just hope to be an alternate, right? But I don't think they should just throw the data away. When it's a non-AHFS race, I don't think they should just toss the data or omit it completely. I still think they should get it. I still think they should save it. And I do think they should use it in the instance of a horsepower reduction request. That's all. If somebody requests a horsepower reduction and you can find an open or Indy where they went, a second under or, faster, that should be used, and that should be part of their average. They went faster than 85 under. They shouldn't be allowed to get horsepower back. That's all I'm saying. I don't think anybody would disagree with that. And I would never knock anybody that's doing it because that's working within the rules. That's the chess game. Good for you. But I think that rule might need to be looked at. Okay. All right. What else? I know somebody that will be really happy about the no HFS at Indy. The guy I know is going to run some big numbers. All right. Well, you don't have to tell us who it is, but you can PM me and let me know. Wish your car was ready. Get back out there. Nick Ryder, that's great. How you doing? Tom Baker likes it. He can let it fly. Mike Borst says let him fly. Why not, right? Let him fly. People like it? All right. It sounds like majority rules there. Okay. What else? We got a new Division I director. We got Mark Dawson, who's coming back from the West Coast. Okay, he was an East Coast guy because he used to work at Maple Grove when I was bracket racing there regularly back in like 2006, 7, 8, 9, some those years I think. And then he moved out to the West Coast, maybe 2013ish, something like that, because he was at Fontana for a little bit, and then he was most recently at Famoso Raceway, and now he's back on the East Coast, going to be Division I director. I think that's a good thing. I believe he's got a lot of experience. Stephen Rhodes has a lot of experience. Together, I'm guessing they can make Division I great again. All right. And, we got, what's his name? Dave Moan, probably going to be consulting. He's always in the tower. Every time I go to the tower, Dave Moan's in there. So it's like he still is kind of working behind the scenes. And we'll see what's going on there. All right. Hopefully NHRA is taking care of these people. Hopefully NHRA is paying these people what they are deserving of. All right. Based on their experience. They got to start doing that if we want to get more workers and make these events as efficient as possible. All right. Getting the monkey ready for Columbus. All right. Beautiful. Hey, Bobby, have the DD on the podcast. Yeah. All right. I'll try. I'll see him this weekend. Hopefully, maybe I can talk to him about it. But I do want to start having more guests. After last weekend, after last Tuesday, having Kenny Mealy and Tim Fletcher on, it was nice to have a guest on. I don't usually do that because that really wasn't what this podcast was for. I mean, this was just Tuesday night to cover results because there wasn't really, I wanted to cover the results on Tuesday nights. Really why I started doing this. And driver interviews is at the track. But I guess we can make driver interviews on the pod, on Tuesday nights. Why not, right? Especially when there's not too many results to cover, and especially in the wintertime, I should say. All right, Taylor Comiskey, by the way, was the Comp Eliminator Fantasy Bonus Fund when he was if you picked him in your fantasy bonus fund, you won. Okay, so he didn't really win any money, I don't think, but whoever picked him won money. I should have picked him. I didn't even, I was in like a pinch trying to pick somebody real quick. So I just looked at who won Indy last year, and I think I saw Chase Williams. So I said, I'll pick Chase Williams. I don't know enough comp racers to make an educated guess, but I did know Taylor Comiskey's a good racer, but I thought he crashed his car last year, and I figured he was in like a new car this year. I wasn't sure if it was, if he was like dug in yet or not. So clearly he is, he's doing well. But that's just, I think this thing is still going. I think you could get to pick another racer for like the second half here. So try and do that, guys. Get that money, right? More guests get my vote. All right. Well, sounds like people are fed up with me and they want guests on. I got it. All right. $500 prize for the first Pontiac GT 428 to go 860 at this year's Indy. Woo. All right. Ray, it's not even 9 o'clock yet. Wake up. What are you doing? All right, let's get to some results now. Let's see. One more announcement. The Indy Sportsman Dinner. You guys already know about it. Tuesday, August 27th. Make sure you're there, okay? If you're running Indy, there's prizes, door prizes, food. You got it. It'll be a good time. All right, we had the Summit Racing Equipment Motorsports Nationals this past weekend at Norwalk, America's racetrack, we'll say. And the weather was pretty good for 3 of the 4 days. It's just Saturday had some rain. What are you going to do? Okay. If you got 3/4 of the event is dry, that's a pretty good deal. Looks like Del Holbrook crashed the Cobra Jet Mustang in Factory Showdown, which was very unfortunate because he ran something over that was on the track. All right. I thought you had them spotters down there looking at the track in between passes. This poor kid runs over something on the track, blows out his front right tire, spins out, hits the wall, and ruins a beautiful, beautiful Dark green Cobra Jet. Oh my God, is that car nice? So unfortunate, but glad to hear Del Holbrook is okay. And I think they are fixing the car. All right, there were 51 stockers on the property, 57 super stockers. This is another thing that we're going to have to talk about again, guys. The fields were full at 60 cars for the longest time, and then it's like the week leading up, all these people drop out. 9 people dropped out of stock or more, who knows, because some people might have gotten in, and 3 people out of super stock. People are doing it late. We got to come up with something that kind of prevents that, but still allows you to transfer a credit. So come up with something and shout it out on here, and maybe we could talk about that. Maybe we'll talk about that next week. All right. Number 1 qualifier stock eliminator at Summit Motorsports Park, Matt Antrobius. That's an H-Stock automatic, 89 Camaro. He ran 11:11 with a 7, and that's a 12:15 index. So he was 103 under the index. Congrats there. Number 1 qualifier, Matt Antrobius. Good racer. Nice guy, too. However, the winner in stock eliminator, okay, we had 269 Camaros going at it in the final round there at Norwalk. Ken Witcher. All right, 69 Camaro. This is a G-Stock automatic car. I'm going to assume it is a 350, 255 combo, unless somebody else tells me otherwise. And he went up against Brenda Grubbs in a 69 Camaro. She's double A stock automatic, so she's got a big block. I believe hers is a 427 combination. So Brenda dialed 10:01. Ken Witcher dials 11:26. How about Ken Witcher? 003 in the final round. He ain't shy. Way to go, man. Woo. And Brenda Grubbs, 026 on the tree. That's a good light. But she ran 998.9 on a 10:01, so she's breaking out by 21 thou. Ken Witcher, 11.25.0 on 11.26. He's breaking out by 10 thou, and by virtue of the double breakout, he gets the win. Congratulations, Ken Witcher. Beautiful blue 69 Camaro. First national event win. Way to go, Ken. He got interviewed there on the stage, too. It was pretty cool. And I saw Joe Martin's there on the starting line helping him out. Has anybody seen Joe Martin's car running lately? Oh, my God. Stick shift 69 Camaro, 396, 375 horse. Thing is up in the air past a 60-foot cone, hitting second gear, and then landing. It is a thing of beauty. I invite you to go on NHRA TV and watch it. Or check out video that I posted from Gainesville this year. Super stock. Here we go. David Barton, number 1 qualifier, factory super stock D, 2017 Camaro. Getting that number 1 qualifying spot, right? There were 56 cars, though, so I don't think that got you a buy run first round, but it should have gotten you a buy run second round. 103 under the index, 886 on a 990 index. Way to go there. David Barton, 886 with a 3, so he was 103.7 under the index. David Barton out of Pennsylvania, Robosonia, Barton's Racing Engines, Ray Barton's Racing Engines. However, in the super stock final, Monty Bogan again finds himself in a final round. How many final rounds has Monty Bogan been in this year? At least 4, and probably more than that, right? He's got a super stock B modified stocker, and it is a 1992 Camaro. Jeff Dona's got a 98 Firebird. That's super stock H automatic. Jeff dials 980. Monty Bogan dials 911, 911. And let's see, Monty breaks out 908.9 on the 911. He's out by 21 thou. And Jeff Dona dials 980. He runs 978.7, and he's out by 13 thou. So the lights, 49 for Monty Bogan, 41 for Jeff Dona. Okay, they're okay lights. The drivers both had better lights than that leading up. So I think they were both a little bit gun shy in the final round there. Hey, that happens. Jeff Dona gets the win. That is his 4th national event win. And like I said, his car was looking really good, doing nice wheelies. I like these 2 final rounds here, and I hope they get some good TV time whenever that airs, right? I don't know why it doesn't air live with the pro coverage, because I think that would be a great thing. Because you ever watch the pro coverage? I was watching it on NHRA TV as it was happening, and man, there were times where there was just so many commercials where they could be showing these sportsman racers. That wasn't NHRA TV, because obviously that NHRA TV is showing sportsman racers. This was live. I was watching the TV coverage on the TV as well. So I went back and forth between the Roku and the actual FS1. That's what I meant. And FS1, I think in the live show, should show the stock and super stock final round at the very least, right? I mean, give us the semifinal too as a little bonus. That's what I would do. But hey, I don't get to make those decisions. My buddy Derek Weich did an amazing job this weekend driving the Dodge Material car. Yes, he did. I was watching that car. Great job. My guy, Monty Bogan, is just on fire this year. Absolutely is, man. He went far in comp as well. I don't know if he made it to the final in comp, but he made it pretty far. Maybe he made it to the semifinal in comp. Somebody can correct me on that. All right, congrats to those winners. Let's move out to Acton, Montana, Yellowstone drag strip, which I was having a hard time finding on Google Maps, believe it or not. So this track's got to be in the middle of nowhere, man. But Yellowstone National Park should be close by. Higher elevation track. They had some corrected indexes, and they had some strong wind in race 1. It was a double race. And race 1, they decided to just run 8th mile because I think it was very windy, and they wanted to keep the drivers safe. So number 1 qualifier in stock eliminator was Joe Sorensen, E-Stock Automatic. This guy had a hell of a weekend, by the way. You're going to hear his name a lot of times. 69 Camaro, I believe he's got the 350, 255 combo still in there. And I heard that he could be building a 396. Somebody let me know if that's true. But this guy's fast, and he's a hell of a driver. He won the Jegs All-Stars last year. This guy wins a lot, and he goes really, really fast, him and his brother, Sorensen brothers. 673.8 on a 777. He was 103 under the index. There were 34 cars in stock eliminator. Remember, this was an 8th mile race to start out. As we got to the final of stock eliminator, it was Barry She's Green, if I'm saying that right, in a 2022 Camaro going up against Joe Sorensen in the final round. So Sorensen's in the E-Stock Automatic. He dialed 676. Barry is in a factory stock B 2022 Camaro, dialed 594. Barry was 047 on the tree. Joe was 048 on the tree. Only 1 thou separating them. And Barry runs 595, 0 on a 594, while Joe Sorensen was 680 with a 0 on a 676. Joe was only going 96 miles an hour. I think he might have tapped the brakes, possibly gave it back, or couldn't get there. Not really sure. But congratulations, Barry. That's his first win. How do you say Barry's last name? We'll try it again. She's Green. I don't know. Somebody, give me the correct pronunciation. 8 finals for Monty Bogan across all categories, including the pro race in Bradenton earlier this year. Woo! All right. Man, he's driving lights out. Comp final was Bailey versus Freeman. Yeah, who was it? Royce Freeman won comp eliminator. That's right. Congratulations, Royce Freeman. I think that was his first win, they said. Somebody let me know. All right. Let's see. Super stock here at Acton, Montana. We got Chris Hall qualifying number 1 in the, MITA Motorsports Factory Super Stock C 2017 Camaro. 563 on a 651. He was 87 under. There were 32 cars in Super Stock, so a 5-round race. But Killer Bad Burton gets the win in a 1991 Firebird, his 18th win of the season. He went up against Casey Youngstrom in a 2016 Camaro. That's a Factory Super Stock C. Brad's in a 91 Firebird GTF Automatic. Brad dialed 607, was 035 on the tree, and ran a 609 at 110 miles an hour. Casey dialed 578, but popped it red by 18 thousandths of a second and broke out by 574. 4 is hard to kill in an 8th mile drag race. Congratulations, Brad Burton, on your 18th win. All right, race number 2 was quarter mile now, and Joe Sorensen decided number 1 qualifying position wasn't enough. Let me get the second one now that it's quarter mile, and that's what he did. But he ran F-Stock Automatic in the quarter mile, and he qualified with an 11:21 on a 12:28, so he was 106.4 under the index. Congratulations, Joe Sorensen. And then he makes it to the final round of the second race, Joe Sorensen versus Larry McClanahan in a 2019 Mustang. Larry's factory stock AA, so that's a supercharged Mustang there. Sorensen, F-Stock Automatic, does 1152, 041 on the tree, runs an 1155. Larry McClanahan dials 902, runs 909. So he was way off. 068 light, giving Sorensen room down there at the finish line. Sorensen gets the win. So he qualifies number 1, is runner-up, qualifies number 1, and gets the win. What a weekend this guy had, right? Could you imagine if there was bonus points for qualifying number 1? Hint, hint. He would have a lot of points from this weekend. Anyways, he gets his 12th divisional event win. Congratulations, Joe Sorensen. Way to go, buddy. All right. Now, let's get some Fords in the show here. Super Stock F Automatic. Bob Reynolds in a 69 Mustang was the number 1 qualifier in Super Stock. 988 on a 1083s, 95 under. And then we had another Mustang win the event. Todd Rodenberg in a 2019 Mustang gets the win over Chris Hall. You heard his name a couple minutes ago in the 2017 Camaro. That's a factory Superstock B going up against a factory Superstock C. Two newer cars. Todd dialed 872. Chris dialed 916. Todd's 011 on the tree, right? Phenomenal light. How about Chris 006 on the tree? So now we got two drivers that absolutely killed it in the final round. Rodenberg ran an 878.9 on the 872, so he was way off. And Chris Hall broke out. Chris went 914 on a 916, so Chris took way too much stripe down there. Doesn't sound like him, but Rodenberg was coming on 162 miles an hour. Chris is going 138. I guess that is a pretty tough stripe to drive, but is Chris all out at 138? Might be on the brakes a little bit there. So, yeah, I'm going to say at 914, Chris should be going closer to about 145-ish, maybe a little higher than that. So I guess Chris was on the brakes. He just took a little too much stripe down there. Congratulations, Ted Rodenberg, on your first divisional event win. How about that? Tom Meola, he's late, but he's here. How you doing, Tom? Way to go, buddy. Thanks for joining us. Brad Burton's got the 428. And Brad is killer in that car. I mean, I thought he was good in his stocker. He's just a terror in this super stocker. And this was an East Coast car. I raced against that car before when it was over here. And Brad's he's got that thing running good. All right, we also had a Midwest Class Racers Association Race of Champions this weekend. This was Rock Falls Raceway. They had what looks like two races and then a bonus race is what I'm thinking. So it was also the 9th annual Badger Classic. All right, this is brought to you by C-Tech. I think this is Charlie from Midwest Factory Finishes also. So they got some good sponsorships here. But in the Race of Champions, Chris Knudsen took down Brett Spear. Chris is a 69 Camaro, a stick car, big block, 4-speed, and he's cuts a perfect light in the final there against Brett Spear. So that's amazing. Chris Knudsen, man, he's a terror in that car, by the way. He is one hell of a stick shift racer. Chris walked away with $5,000 payday, courtesy of Charlie and Midwest Factory Finishes. All right, so these results are from Brian Zenzen, who is overseas right now serving our great country. So thank you, Brian, for sending me this email. Congratulations, Chris Knudsen, making $5,000. Thank you very much, Charlie. I think Charlie's last name is Charlie Abdu of Midwest Factory Finishes. Very generous person. And I think he's also a sponsor of Gary Dencham's Funny Car. All right, so we also had two races here. On Saturday, Jason DeForest picked up $5,000, winning the race against Joe Harry. Joe got $2,500 for runner-up. Those are phenomenal paydays. These are like national event paydays at this point. And Sunday, Mike Lund got the $5,000 payout, winning against Scott Dugdale, who picked up $2,500. So congratulations, Mike Lund. The next stop on the Midwest Class Racers Tour is right back at Rock Falls Raceway, August 9th, 10th, 11th for the NHRA Double National Open, 2 grade points and a guaranteed payout each day. All right. Good news. Good to hear. Okay, another announcement. We got Cecil County Dragway. We got our association race coming up. That's the Mid-Atlantic Superstock Association, August 3rd and 4th. And then again, September 7th and 8th. We got a pig roast on August 3rd. So I hope to see you guys all there. $100 entry fee, $2,500 to win, courtesy of the sponsors that we've got. We've got Tom Baker sponsoring. We've got Rich Prizers, AAD Construction. We've got Lee Zane and Bud McNasby's Drag Racing School. We got Drag Insights putting up money. There's also a $2,000 points bonus fund, $1,000 to runner up, and $500 to finish third. That's after the 4 races. So thank you very much. That's also Hoops Fire Equipment. That is Shane Oaks Landscaping. So the sponsors really turned out for this 4-race series. We appreciate it. Jason Deitch wrecked his Cobra Jet at Norwalk as well. Oh my God, that's terrible news. Terrible news. Was that Steve Smith's car? Yes, it was. That's what Burton's driving now, Steve Smith's car. Terrible news there about Jason Deitch wrecking his Cobra Jet at Norwalk. Damn. All right, let's see. Let's go over the points now so we can see where everybody's at. We got Jimmy Hidalgo Jr. is still in first place in stock. Justin Hutto, Ross Ponville, Cody Phillips, and Michael Brand rounding out the top 5. Joe Sorensen is in 6th now. Super stock, we got Monty Bogan, Don Schuford, Jimmy Hidalgo Jr., Todd Rodenberg, and Brad Burton. So Todd and Brad just moved into 4th and 5th, bumping Craig Galtieri and Jeff Atkinson. All right, what else? Number 1 in all the, you know what? Let's do factory stock. Stephen Bell, Mark Powick, Dave Janik, Ricky Horde, and Scott Lieberscher round out the top 5 in factory stock. All right, first place in all the divisions. Cliff Hinson, Division 1, Stock Eliminator. Pete Diagnolo, Super Stock. Division 2, Trey Payne III in stock. Monty Bogan Jr. in Super Stock. Division 3, Travis Booth in stock. He's tied with Brina Splinger in stock. Kenny Schindler in Super Stock. Division 4 is Ross Ponville in stock. Jimmy Hidalgo Jr. in Super Stock. Division 5 is Daryl Goheen in stock. Aiden Patterson in Super Stock. Division 6 is Joe Sorensen in stock. Brad Burton in Super Stock. They both just made moves there to the top. And Division 7 is Don Keene in stock and Trey Vetter in Super Stock. All right, guys. So this weekend, there's only one race that I know of, and it is my race, Division 1, Lebanon Valley. Everybody else can go celebrate 4th of July weekend. I hope you all have a great weekend. Spend it with your friends and family there. And be safe. Be safe traveling. And if you are at Lebanon Valley, make sure you stop by and say hello. I think that's pretty much it. Don't forget about the Division 1 Napierville National Open. It's a triple 5K race. 2 of those races are for grade points. 5,000 to win, 5,000 to win. And then the third race is just 5,000 to win with no grade point. Okay, so you can go to Napierville Dragway July 18th to the 21st. July 18th to the 21st is Napierville Dragway triple 5K. July 24th to the 28th is a triple racing event at New Media Dragway in Pennsylvania. That is the Ken Mealy and Tim Fletcher Class Racer Nationals, July 24th. And then July 25th and 6th is the divisional. July 27th and 8th is the National Open. So 2 chances to get grade points right there and get some division points as well. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. I mean, just double check, make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't think I did. All right, so here's your homework. Come up with a solution to late withdrawals from national events. When the quota is full and full and full and full for 8 weeks, and then all of a sudden there's 8 spots open, 4 days before the event. That doesn't look good on us, guys. It looks like the event's not filling. It's bad for people that do want to run the event, but they can't get off of work. They just can't take off 4 days before the event begins. So what can we do to rectify that? What can we do? Come up with a solution. And then what's the other homework I gave you? Oh, AHFS. No AHFS at Indy. Just let me know what you think about that. Sounds like more people favor that than are against it. So that's fine with me. It doesn't really bother me either way. The only thing that I kind of frown upon is if somebody just brings a car out once per year at Indy with a combo that's very, very soft and can go like 150 under, like something really, really far under and win class and get the top qualifying spot, get a buy run first round or whatever. Well, they probably won't because it's 128 cars. But just you get all those things, and then you can put that car away for the rest of the year. That's the only thing that kind of bothers me about no AHFS. But, I mean, there's pros and cons to everything. So other than that, it's good. It's fun to watch class eliminations. It's fun to see how fast people can go. It's fun to not watch 1,000-foot racing. So that's the good thing. That's more entertaining for sure. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Have a good week, and we will see you next weekend, next Tuesday. I don't know why I keep saying next weekend. Next Tuesday. Be sure to check out all the videos I posted over the last week. They're pretty interesting. Lots of stick shift cars, high winding small blocks. Pretty fun. All right, have a good night. Take care, and I will see you guys later. Classic Gear Jammers night race at North Wilkes-Barre on Saturday. There we go. Louis Gill, see you at the Valley. I'll see you there, Louis Gill. All right, the Canadians are coming down. Billy Ryder, how you doing, Bill? Nice to see you, buddy. All right, guys, have a good night. Take care. Thanks for watching.